Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well this morning. Figured I'd get on the screen. I'll have some coffee and start getting started. We are back on June 25th. And when we finished off yesterday, we are going to go ahead and walk through sales. Not a ton. Oh, this is so fast. As you guys can see, I still have a lot of money left, but I still need a lot of equipment. So we are going to hit the ball with these shots. And then I'm going to need to get into them. How's everybody doing today? I know I keep saying how's everybody doing. I know that nobody else is doing that. That's okay. Actually thinking about getting the other portion. I may actually do that. Go ahead and grab the other part of the wrapper so that I can speed this process up a lot. Uh, Go ahead and put here. Head back up and just kind of take a few seconds. We'll pick up the front end of the wheel while I'm driving. I'm gonna go buy a couple bags of seed and some for sure because I will need it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get that stuff loaded up. If you guys have, while it's still in time, please feel free to let me know what kind of audio I'd like to creating here. I mean, I have my own ideas, but I'm always open to suggestions. I have to go and, I might have to get mods. I might have to just do vanilla. I could do vanilla style mods. Or I'm sorry, vanilla style bars and buildings. That's always interesting. Um, so yeah, any of that stuff that you guys want to suggest, I'm open to it. I just wanted to get Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Holy wow. That's just okay. We'll hit that when we get up to our top. Uh, I have not gotten my fertilizer started because I forgot to dock that mod. I've also got to purchase my harvester, which I'm kind of leaning towards a Massey or this case. This case is actually pretty nice. I might consider this one. But I've also taken back this Massey, but I'm going to huge capacity one, and it's a little bit cheaper. But I am currently looking at two of those as my option. Because I don't want to put all my money in equipment just yet. I can. Wouldn't be the 10 years plan, but I do want to have a proper yard. Have a proper yard and then get a house and do something. It doesn't have to be a fancy house. It can be just a like a wood cabin style house. Kind of want to maybe go with more rustic. Yard building crap. So I am looking at that. That just so because it's speeded up. Like, I'm sure it does make it a little bit more tolerable. And this is a big piece of land for my initial snow. I feel like it might be a bit much. So I may not want something straight this way. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Now I am gonna probably do some sort of a testing. And it's probably gonna be timber to start. But I do have a lot of the fishing from the fishing expansion stuff. So that's also on my that's also going to be a possibility of things that I want to do. I've not done any of the like fish farming, which I think might be kind of cool. Let me know, you guys, if you have been watching. I appreciate you know what you guys think. Actually, I'd love some advice on it because I haven't done it yet. I've got stuff to do this week too. So there is that. I kind of want to, if I'm going to do it, I want to start with the old I believe those would be more of the construction part of the street. Look at that, we are all wrapped up. It's all there. So, happy and sad. Alright. Let's go ahead and move up all of that. And I've learned over the years different cool things, like folding. If you have front and back stuff going on, you hit control. I didn't know that. Up until about 6 months ago, like you hit the control X and control V, it will fold both front and back. and Control B even if you want to activate like a front and back door. It's very cool. So I'm gonna uncheck these. That's what it's doing. So yeah, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have to go ahead and head back up to the top once more. And I'm gonna get a bale transport trailer. I'm gonna go with this Go Wheel here. I like this one a lot. I'm gonna do the auto load for now. I'll eventually stop doing auto load. Um, I like this. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and about that. And we will definitely add that one. There is something going on with the bugging me out a little bit, you guys. So you guys, when you say that, I just decided to do this into a different type of thing. I just know I'm not gonna, I'm gonna live stream my first ever editor, which we're helping people in on a competitive. I'm doing this competitive fighting. Thing, I guess he's not content creator at all, but discovered, I asked out a multiplayer partner on Reddit, and he just found it. This, to me, I was super excited about having somebody hop on there that wanted to be editor, and we've actually been able to kind of expand that, and we're doing this every Tuesday. And hi, how you doing today? Good to have you there. My screen is a little bit small, so I do apologize if I don't happen to notice really quickly when somebody says something to me. But I hope you're having a good day today. Is something you personally like to see on Farming Simulator that I can think about maybe adding to this playthrough? Oh man, great suggestions. I love this. We're gonna right now we're just getting ready to work up a. I think we're gonna make a note here. So definitely open to suggestions. And I'm trying to do my best to stay away from too much green equipment with my go-to. So I absolutely love my John Deere equipment, but I am trying my very, very best to expand my um, my horizons here, and definitely want to increase what I'm willing to use. John Deere just makes it so easy. There are so much equipment, so many different mods out there, and I have not got all of them by any means. I absolutely not got all of them. Um, One of the mods I'm actually thinking about grabbing you guys is the improved production mod. I have it. I just haven't loaded it in Display. Um, if you've used the base game mods that are anything except for like, so the base game mods, starter mods are really slow. I don't know if you guys knew that. Especially the oil. Oil is like, you feel like you're gonna start beating your head into the side of your screen or something, because you're getting so frustrated because it's just you're if you use it enough. Um, and unfortunately, I despise using base game ones just for that reason. Now, will I use them? Absolutely. If I want to go full on vanilla, I will. Uh, but I'll save all of my canola and olives that I've produced, as well as sunflower and rice. I'll just save it until I can afford a bigger production, something like, more of a factory, just because I don't want to sit there and have it tied up for 6 months just to make one pallet of olive oil. Um, my little guy made that mistake, and then we just decided to get the improved productions, which of the base game, but they're ramped up a bit. They're about 4 times faster. Yeah, the skill loader. No, no, I don't. You mean like a front loader? Um, telehandler or something along those lines? I do have, ooh, getting some, getting a little bit of, trouble with, getting the trouble bus. This plow is a little bit big for this tractor. Um, I'm sitting on 125 horsepower, and the super plow is actually intended for 130 plus. Um, so as you can see, it bogs down a little bit, especially when I'm changing direction. Probably be better if I stopped going in circles and just started doing outbound, which I probably will here after I slow down this one. Yeah. So, Liam, what do you mean, like a front end loader? 'Cause I do have a mod for a front end loader. We take a look here, and I believe I have one for I have the case, and I have this, is it Stole? But yeah, I do have the Case front loader. Actually, I believe for this tractor. It's a little bit bright red though, so um, I usually go with um, typically speaking, I'll go and get the front loader quick, and then I'll generally speaking I'll chain it to something that whatever type of tractor I'm using. Um, so we are getting ready to plant canola in this field, and then once I've got this planted, the plan for to getting myself set up with, well, there's a plan I'm not planned for this live stream today. Tonight I'll be doing a live stream. I kind of don't want to do a live stream tonight on my competitive, mostly because I know that my competition will be watching it. But at the same time, I don't mind. We've we've gone in somewhat different directions on our playthrough. Uh, we're both going heavy into animals and livestock, but I'm kind of more interested in going into the beef cows where uh, Bill Nugget is going more into dairy. So I'm more of a I would rather sit there and you know livestock to slaughter, I guess. But that can always change. So our next steps are probably going to be along the lines of expansion. We've both got good sized yards. And we're on farmland, so we actually put the maps that are the locations at the bottom of the map or parcel plot. We did that because we wanted to keep our loans smaller and we could have expand our farm, so we paid off our initial loan, because I believe our initial loan was like $250,000. And in our last step, we both managed to pay off our initial loan. So we are both, kind of on the same trajectory. Making lots and lots of oil. Things of that nature. I started with apple trees, and now we both have apple trees, and he put out his, and he started with a lot more greenhouses than I did, and now I kind of up to my greenhouse thing as well. And eventually, I've got things that bring my way in common. I've got the cricket farm and insect flowers, which I'm going to have to put in another cricket farm, I believe, maybe next week, because the flowers collection is totally fine. But that's something that's on my list of things to eventually add. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to pop out and I'm going to hop out and live in my desired what do you call it? Stratus line of fertilizer. So I would like to put line down. No, I actually think I'm going to also just one mod, and that mod would be making sure that civilized one. I mean, I like the mod, don't get me wrong. Very convenient. It basically just makes it so you fertilize any plant as long as you have a way to do so. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do an autosave. I'll probably make another cup of coffee too while I'm at it. I'm going to go ahead and get out so that I can make those two changes. So, all right. And let me see. Let's go back to the I believe it's this one. Ooh, there's better. I'll go two, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and start loading this back in. You guys can see them while this is loading. I just want to get another cup of coffee. Alright. Put your lid back up and we have our coffee. Let's go ahead. I turned off the last one. Mode and added the full mount. So, that's all like that. Takes a little while on for it. Alright, we're back to driving. Go ahead and get our. Yeah, I'm going to do this how I see everybody's doing it. We're going to drive up to the shop. We're going to walk inside. We're going to talk to the person. That's fine. Not necessarily something that's going to be necessary. How you guys doing this morning? My gaming style is similar to function software up and building function. It's like not lost either of those. Hey, buddy. This guy looks like he knows his business. I should be coming in here more often. I do have a question though, bud. How'd you put these guys in? Oh, you got. I see. Is this open up? No. I'm a little surprised though that you have class and you got sun in your shop here. That's a little bit surprising. And is that horse? No. And horse. You know, it's a little bit surprised with that. You do you, boo. All right, so let's jump into here. So this is the one that is base game. I do have the Stara on here. I'm just not going to use it. Star is actually really good. I like those mods. I like their equipment. But we're gonna go with the Clement. The color is actually. I'll take the other red back. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. My cover color, we will go with white. I'm not gonna put plates on this. Touching plate, wood flooding, seeds. So the seeds are those right there, and that's actually not a bad idea. I'm gonna go, yeah, because I can open and close that. The ladder, it's not necessary, and I'm just spending extra money here now. I spent a little extra that I didn't need to, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna get 5 bags. Alright, and I'm going to also get my front end loader. I think that Hardy red is, this isn't the typical coloring of tape. I'm gonna buy this in the party bed. My cat's sitting next to me, which is really weird. Um, and then we are going to get, I think I'm gonna get pallet for it. However, the lift wood is kind of a unusual tool. Let's lock it. Pretty good here. I'm confused. Like, how would that not flip out? And gonna go. I'm confused on that one. Alright, well, you guys is it now. We're gonna go with it. So the cat is like, thanks for your attention. Let me sub something to me. I gotta know. Okay. So we are going to there we go. Not sure why we get a lot of sticking. I think it's just faster. Right camera. Alright. Holy shit, how did get this guy moved back to farmyard? And then we're gonna start our fertilizer. That's how we do it. Then we can do it. I'm still trying to figure out why. I was hoping to put a section of trees up here where it's kind of like a V, but it's not really flat. And I sort of wanted it to be flatter. Might have to go over by those trees. I don't know if I mean, I do. I own up to like, I don't know. I'll do an inspection. Maybe I can kind of get up close to the top of the hill. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Alright. Go ahead and grab over real quick. Oh. Alright. So I'm not sure why, but I can never get like there's something that creates the line effect on the field, and I can never seem to get it. I find it to be quite frustrating. Like I can see that line can put down once I turn it, my camera view around, but I wish it was right next to it. And I don't know if it's a graphic thing. It very well could be. Like I wasted a lot of line there. I probably used up an extra 2,500 liters more than I needed to because I was shoveling up that little slope. Okay, it's done now. Alright, and there we go, we got that all done up. Now, let's put this guy up. As you guys can tell, I have not yet gotten the roller, which is on my list. And I guys thinking I've forgotten. So I'm gonna turn on screw assist here. I think 2 lines will be sufficient. Oops. And now we're going again. So yeah, let's get this seated, and let's put pipe along. I need to see the room. It would be nice to get this field in. mean, it's not a huge field by any stretch of the imagination. So it's going to get us started. That's usually the key when you're doing Farming Simulator, and you know, getting started is 90% of the battle. Doing something, even if it's not part of your long-term plan, getting something going is always, you know, much more preferential than just sitting around trying to think about, well, what should I do? Even if this isn't part of the end main goal, getting something in the ground that even a small cash crop, and that's what this really is a small cash crop. It's important to get it going. I'm only going to make, you know, $5,000 off of this. So, I mean, it's basically going to pay for itself and that's about it. The equipment, I'm not going to cover it. Long term, I want to get some sort of a sawmill to make some money. Eventually move into fish. But, you know, it doesn't take long to plant. When you're first starting off, it takes long to set the field up, and it does fast to get plantation. I'm just looking for a flat spot. I think I see it, but I think it's not going to be my property. So if you look at it on the main map, lots of rocks. So I need to get this field rolled this way. So we're gonna have 5 roller, and that's in field improvement, which is right here. We eventually will need a weeder. So cute. So we're gonna roll. I put in the Sparta. With Agro. I'll be using that one. I like it because it's perfect for the grass going to it. And it's a trail roller. So I do like that one a lot. I find it's multi-purpose and functionality works for me. And I think everybody starting, when you're just getting started, I think that's very key is find equipment that works as multiple multi-functional. And Just don't try to use it as your last line fill in your silage pit as extra weight to compact your silage. Because I don't know if it would make it like it would in the field for grassland. What our corn field is fully planted. Next thing we're going to do, let's go back up to the top, guys. Look at all that red equipment. What held and the that's probably what I'll do to go inside. Hey, you're not the guy that was here a few minutes ago. Alright, change that to the red. Change that to gray. And one color also to gray. Yeah. Just leave it like that. 1,300. Soil roller and set. Right. You can see our money is green. About 500,000 to start. About 60,000 for future home, 60,000 for tractor, 25,000 trailer, 9,000 roller, things like that. Not 6,000 on cedar, 13 grand on sugar plow. Money just disappears, guys, and these people's money, they can't know every day, right? And we haven't even built our yard yet, which our yard's going to start off and straightforward and simple. Probably consist of a singular shed. I actually thought about doing a shed house today because it offers water, workshop, fuel, and a place to sleep plus it's a shed. So, if you guys haven't seen that house, check it out. It's actually really good. I know you're supposed to start with the inside, the outside, how I roll. I'm a outside to the inside kind of guy. So at 10 miles an hour, this field is going to take us very little time. And we won't have weeds this time, but because the purpose is no sort growth, a seed drill does not require any sort of uh, cultivation, which is great, but if you aren't plowing, to plow, you don't have weeds. If you don't plow, you can have a lot of weeds. So yeah, we'll have no weeds this first season, but next season we will definitely have weeds. So we'll need to figure out whether or not we want to go with the sprayer, which I like some of the sprayers. I just hate buying it. $35. Once farms start getting relatively large, and once you start getting over like 30 acres of land, using a weeder or a hoe is so tedious. The hoe is not as bad because it drives it's a lot faster, but the speed of the weeder is just a nightmare. And I know you can go and buy the bigger ones, but even at 30 acres, you're not making enough money to really afford that unless you have a lot of production going on. So that's kind of weird. Right now we only have 16 acres, so I think that we could get away with a hoe, but I don't have a tractor that needs to be pulling that hoe. I could probably do it, and I'll take a quick look at it. When you look at the hoe I'm talking about, it's this vertical like avenue. It weighs 3.1 tons. It does 12 meters, which is good, and it has a working speed of 15 miles an hour. However, when we put 160 horsepower, I truly do not know. But as far as weight is concerned, this thing would top me up. Now, I know that there's another one out there, similar, does like 6 meters, but with that narrow, what's the point? The sprayer right on 10 foot. But I wish I could find you know what, that would be a fun farm, an organic farm. So where all your crops have to be raised organically. Organic agriculture. So you would use your kids would go untreated. I don't know if lime is considered organic because it is technically organic if it's just ground up stones. But if there's anything added to it, it would lose all of its organic properties of the field. But you'd have to use like slade or so this is just background into a well, this is flat football. Not large enough. Already seen it. Oh, it does. great. So yard right there is kind of a no go. Let's see. I could go right through past here. I've already cleared it of grass. Let's take a look. Where to put our yard. I don't want to be straight up dirt. I want sand. Deep dirt, gravel, dirt, gravel, gravel. Do I want the gray or the kind of, I don't want that gravel. Alright, so if I were to make my yard right here, and that's not going to be big enough, obviously. Might have to use the perfect edge. Alright, I'm just going to kind of tidy up this. Now I have Terraform anyway turned on, so it does have a bit of a slope. That's alright. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to construction and let's go to farmhouses. I don't know if I want this one. I kind of like it. Gives me that carriage house. I've never seen a carriage house. Okay, I understand why it's not running down easy. You go into the carriage. So, I kind of like that. I've never used this. If I were to loop this down here, and then that's our painting tool, so I want to put our gravel down again. Put that gravel. That's great. That one. Alright. So if we just go ahead and redo our gravel. Alright. Kind of cool. Never done a carriage house before. Now, let's add a shed that we like. Still have 100,000. Yeah, I should be able to find my silo. The old silo's fine, but also a bit unrealistic. And the same thing. This one here. Okay. I'm sorry. This is your extension. Okay. Okay, so I know which one I'm going to get for that. Let's get a shed. Not that one. I mean, I could go with this one, but I really just don't want to. So, I know I have to keep 30 grand available. That's too big. And I like this one, but I just don't know. Should I place it at the key? I like it, but that's a just back wall. You put solar panels on it. I was hoping that we could customize that. That's good. I don't want something with a super short door. Let's go add one of these. Kind of a add that one. And then where's that one? A little more like that. Alright, we get that one. And then we want a silo. And our there's a silo. Um, Sorry guys, I know I'm not talking as much as I really need to. Yeah, that position, I just want to get it somewhere over in. Right, now let's go back and get in our gravel again. That one. Change that. Okay. Let's do the same over here. I think that's a good start for the yard. So it's going to leave me with 45 grand. The next thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to kind of do a little bit of landscaping here. Get this out. Maybe not quite that large, and we're just going to smooth around that here. Just to make it all nice and smooth. Now, we'll decorate it up a little bit later, I think. I want to get this equipment put away. Like to leave my outside if I can help it. And I still have to do a door storage system. And so I'll clean that out. Let me see. Oh, hopefully this is fit in that window. Don't know. It might be wide of the looks like it is too wide. Alright. Okay. How about could be too wide for that too. Let's go this direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in this contact. straighten up a little bit. And there you go. Perfect. Because like it was meant for it. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get the rest of this stuff put again. Assuming this is going to be too loud as well. Let's go in. Alright, let's go ahead and let's go. And I still have this little area that I can park stuff. Don't know if this will fit next to. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's just next to there. Yeah. That's okay. You don't need to put the side or something. Not relevant. There's that one. Next piece. And start to try and figure out bigger pieces. That's how I like to figure out big pieces first. And then we'll get to it. As it is longer, I'm hopeful that it will go inside that open shed. If not, I'm sure it'll fit in there, right? I think it'll fit in here. And you just slowly back it up. Alright, good. Now my other goal is to see that I can fit it into one of them. There. I want to leave a spot for my harvester. I'm not trying to figure that out later. That's not good. Alright, just a little bit more. Hold on. Just a little bit. We'll go in there. There we go. 56. FedEx model. Now to the bag floor. And that's going to go in the storage house, underneath the storage house. So my plan is I'm just going to continue to work on the grass that I have, and what we'll wind up doing is we keep cutting these veins meadow. But in November I'm actually going to do a dedicated grass field. I'll eventually get to that point, and yeah, that's kind of a good thing to get to that. So we will ultimately, it's just going to take a little bit of time. Now, so this is actually not very long, but here I'm going to drop that down. The only things I got left are, I think, at least the front end one, and flip into there, next to our roller. We'll have to lower it though. And the nice thing is that this one, this actually hooks up to a front motor, so that was really cool. And we'll just go ahead and run over here, grab our gear wrapper, and I think I'm going to put it in the other end of that. I have two more buildings I want to place on my walls, and then we can make this actually. Won't be too tall. I think it's not too wide, but it won't be too tall. I don't think it's probably be too tall. Oh! Oh. Let's research it. I got it. I know what I'm gonna do. Fine, guys. Fine. Everything's fine. Fine. Go ahead. I'll grab the roll. That's nice. We've got that time. Now we'll just put this next to the program. Sometimes it takes a couple of attempts to kind of figure out where everything needs to go. Yeah, like I was saying, I want to from this other have kind of something to do. That too. That. Good for you, not elaborate. Won't be able to put it in there too far. Gotta be able to get it out. Okay, you can just park in front of it. You can use offset things just to flip back up. It comes offset to the side. You have a lot of difficulty with it. So you have to do. I feel like it should be a universal thing for everybody to have. But, like I said, you're going to put everything in here and have a very nice, tidy yard. And you still have room for a harvester. And what else is we still would have space for a harvester. I need to take a wood shop because I don't want to drive up to the store. That's the taking time. Right now it's looking like a massive harvester. Easy. you about getting the case. I'd like to get the case and keep it brand specific on larger machines, but I don't have to. It's not a requirement for me. Go ahead, we're going to turn that one off. Alright, so we've got all of that. Now I got to get my, I want to get the, okay, I'm going to need a gas tank. Alright, that's going there. Workshop. Let's see, cool. So I want the old workshop. The tiny one? I want the old. I kind of like the old one. Trying to figure out where can be functional, and I can't place it there because that would eliminate me being able to back in and stand there. But I like this cord. I'm gonna put it over here. I think that would actually be a good place. Alright, and then excuse me. So I've got tool, I've got that. I just want to do my gravel. I think that's the right one right there, yeah. Right, get that done. Then I'm going to go ahead, I see some spaces that need softened, so I'm going to take care of that. Alright. Now I've got a workshop, I've got that. I don't have is I want the wall-mounted power washer, and I want to mount it right to the side of this building. Beyond that, I need a water tank, or some sort of water something to provide water. So that will also be on my list of things to add. I mean, I could go with the old water tower, I guess. If I could do this right next to this building, like this. Not there, but the previous two. Yeah, I think that is a great spot. Right there, I can still drive through it. Doesn't need to really have any other. Oh, no, I have water. I have fuel, water. I just need a power wash. And I want to have it near the water when it makes more sense. maybe even place it on the inside of this wall, and then I can just drive up here, wash my vehicle. I think that's a good spot for it. I do want to put in some fuel. 5,000 liters. It seems a bit excessive. Thinking maybe 2,500. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick save. How you guys doing? Hope you guys doing well. Here enjoying it. Please like it, and if you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. I would love to have more subscribers. I don't have anything for you guys to do this morning. Oh, let's take a look inside our home. This is actually kind of cool. Extension cord. That's neat. Oh, what else do we got here, you guys? Oh, look at that. We have a jacuzzi, but nowhere to wash our hands. All right. You can't eat at some people's houses, you know. So the only other thing I need to get is a chainsaw. If I don't have one yet, that will be very necessary in Golden Color. Okay. And I don't have a fishing rod. Oh, maybe I don't. Alright, let's go downstairs again. I think this has been an extremely productive episode. We have all of our equipment stored underneath stuff, which was an absolute mess. I don't think this one has lights. Nope. I don't think the other small one does either. Nope, no lights in that one. I don't think this has lights. Oh, it does, but do they turn on? That's the real question. Maybe it's on all the time. I don't know. So things I still need to buy for equipment, must-haves. I must have a harvester. I'm probably looking at this one. I'll go with the four-wheel drive version. Cabin. Probably go with that. Yeah, I'll probably go with that. Reflective triangle on the back. I want to see that. I think I'd rather have a reflective triangle if I had to have a Massey. I was hoping to do the base, but whatever. The standard would be fine. I don't care about the color of the mat or the window tint. I don't care about the yeah, we should have beacon on there. Spreadered. I'm just gonna go with the standard. I don't have the money for this yet. Probably when I am able to sell some silage. No license plate. The one just on the back. Yeah, I should have a plate. That way I can drive it on the road. Yeah, that's right. This actually has semi-inexpensive headers, so for like 80,000, um, or 75,000, we should be able to go with this one and have all the headers. That's actually nice to know. And then the only other thing I think I have to have will be some form of a trailer and um, I'm actually thinking that the D1400 would be kind of a uh, fun thing. 12,000. This holds 12.8. Yeah, I kind of want to have a truck like that. I think that would be. I've also thought about the Massey trailer. That truck is that's 25,000. The Massey tipper is 11. Capacity. Yeah, I think that would probably be sufficient for us for a time. Kind of more of a worn out look. Don't know if there's a better option. The Lizard Cruiser is fine. Hold the pen. I think that might actually be our better starter. That one's a little bit on the big side to start with. Kind of like that. I like that. And I could increase it with, I don't know, so it being divided. And let's just look it up. That means the only thing that's left is the new target. And then we'll sleep till next month. Not going to really do a whole lot next month. Might pick up a sprayer. I just don't know what ones you got available. I didn't pay much attention. I don't know what that goes with. But yeah, I might need a sprayer yet. The John Deere one would. John Deere would allow me to change color. I'll probably do that one. So that's another thing I'll be on the lookout for is the sprayer so that I can put down the fertilizer. To just make for, a nicer this is actually what I do skeleton harder. So, yeah, I mean, not much in like $40,000 or $500,000. Friday night, I'm gonna do a live stream of our cooperative. We should be planting, and that's exciting for me. I love the idea of getting things planted. That part of the place to go. Tonight will be our playthrough for the competitive. Again, that's super exciting. Oh, so cool. I think we're just kind of slide right in there. And that would only leave tiny space for a sprayer. I think I could see relatively easy. I actually have an idea for a sprayer. Yeah, I think I could fit in here. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna do save and go do a couple of things really quick. I'm gonna be right back though. I'm gonna load some sprayers. Try to get one of those added. While this is sitting, I'm gonna go put on something a little bit warmer because temperature is dropping today. And unfortunately, I don't like that. It was almost 70 degrees yesterday, but it's gonna start dropping as of today. It's not what I was expecting. Is there new content? Crop rotation and helping. What's in our latest? Light fences. That's interesting. Always look for a folder. That's like the oldest folder I've ever seen. I mean, it's cool, but large volume rare. And it's neat, but I don't think I really need that. I'll have to look at these maps. I don't know. Someone get that. Oh, no, I wasn't going to. Get out of there. Um, um, we got this now. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Doing things. We're gonna give it more options. That's the only one. All right. Well, that's the one I'm gonna get, anyways. I think. Oh, let's just go ahead and load. While I'm loading, I'm gonna go, do one of the pants. All right. So let's go ahead and purchase what we wanted. You know, I should have, instead of bought what I bought, I should have bought one of those. I could have pulled that. I have to think about that. I wonder if I can still do that. So that's 20 for that. 27. I might have to take some equipment back to the thing and buy that. That was cut down on the amount of equipment that I have to have on my phone. And I still grab that because that's what we're going to do. We're going to precisely go and take this equipment back. I'm like, I don't know why I didn't think about this sooner. And I'll be able to purchase the, hey, how's it going? It is the new one again. It's the Green Countryside. Okay, yeah, I can go ahead and make some adjustments to my audio here in just a second. What I will do is that better right there? Or is my gain audio sticking out? I can always move my microphone closer to my face too. I just hear from talking. Um, okay. Yeah, I can adjust my microphone in just a few minutes. I was just getting ready to head over and sell off some equipment because I found a better deal. Let's see what I can do. This is only my second live stream, so I do apologize. I'm still learning, um, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Hmm, is that better on my microphone? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I'm trying to get better at it. Um, oh, let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I lower gain audio. And I'm really actually quite excited. I'm almost giddy because you popped in. Um, so that's always It's always exciting when somebody that you follow and you actually uh, love watching their content joins your live or comments on your videos. I, I'm hoping that my audio is better now. My microphone's actually ranked up, but I had the game audio really high as well. I'm using OBS for my live stream. Is it better now? Was it better right there, or I did turn down the game audio quite a bit. Not construction. I want to go ahead and sell these off. I think. I hope there's a sell-off point for equipment. Well, I turned the game audio down probably about uh, 2/3. All right, let's see how that's doing. How's that now? Can you hear some of the game audio and my actual voice? So I'm trying to find the sell point for equipment. I don't know if there is one. I'm hoping. Oh, hey, what do we got here? Excellent. I didn't know that opened. So I'm gonna pull in here. I'm gonna sell these off. I know I just bought them. Gonna lose my butt on them. All right. And run back to the farm, grab the other little bit. So far, I actually like this map a lot. Not sure. Did you play a lot of Farming Simulator 22? If you did, it reminds me a lot of um, No Man's Land, but obviously it's got a much smaller lake. And I've been looking for. Yeah, the voice. See, it's coming. I have it because I have my camera set up. Um, I think that if I went and got rid of the camera, that I'd be able to probably make an adjustment that way. I kind of keep fiddling around. So I have a microphone with a boom, and I don't know, might be a better option. Um, that could actually be the better option for me. I was just finding it really hard to set up because it has a uh, an audio box with it, and I just wasn't sure I wanted that with my with all my video. Um, I mean, I'd be fine with it. It was just one of those things that I was like, oh, great, something else to learn while I'm trying to learn this. I knew how to kind of use my own headset and my cheap. my cheap Five Below headset and microphone. That's probably why it's got low quality. Yeah, I spent a lot of time on No Man's Land. It was actually one of those um, maps that was just great for sandbox building. I think No One's Land is a good one on 25, but the plots are so large that it can get kind of overwhelming to develop them when you're just trying to, have a little bit of fun creating your own sandbox style farm. Let's go ahead and so the only reason I'm selling my equipment is because I noticed in the used sale that there was this one, and I have the horsepower barely to pull it. And I thought that would be better. This one here, I don't quite have the horsepower. I didn't want to chance it, even though it's cheaper, and I like that Fend. Um, I think the Claas is a great little option. So I was going to buy that one. All right, and then while I'm here, I need a sprayer. So I wanted to get this teeny tiny one that only does 8 meters. Um, kind of hoping for a better red. Yeah, I know. This is like the part that I get consumed of on. So the one that I'm gonna do a live tonight on it. It's going to, it is, I think it's Alone in the World FS2K25, and it's got a nice starter farm. Pieces of property are quite inexpensive, so it would be a great one, I think, to do um, head to head. I'm sorry, not head to head, but it'd be a great one to. That's one we're doing, uh, and it's great for a cooperative. Thing I like the most about it is that um, the properties aren't too expensive, but it's got a lot of terrain. Whereas, it's got a coastal area, it's got a beach. So if you've got the island fishing expansion, you could set it up as a great little fish production map. And it's got rock outcroppings and little rock islands and things like that. When they designed that map, they did a phenomenal job on it. I really think that it could be quite possibly one of the most beautiful maps that I've seen. And it's got forestry and it's got a lot of coniferous and deciduous trees on it. So if you want the deciduous trees like hardwood, wood chips and things like that, you have it, or even just as decoration, you have plenty of it. And then you also have tons and tons of like pine or um, lots of pine for timber and lumber. And I think it just makes it really a lot more fun. Uh, it's gonna get my monthly supply. Now, do you use much of the you're on console, aren't you? if I remember right, you were on console. Look at how big this thing is. This shouldn't be allowed. I mean, that's crazy big. Yeah, I think that, um, oh no, you're fine. I appreciate you stopping in. I really do. Um, I love your channel and your content. Uh, so whenever I get somebody that I follow come in and, you know, hang out even for a few minutes, I super appreciate it. So hope you have a great day. Yeah, I'll keep tweaking the audio. Definitely give it a shot. 'Cause I am always looking for people to bounce ideas off of and stuff like that. So, uh, if you had a stream going and I could join on it and watch what you're doing, just like what you're doing here, um, I think it would be something beneficial for myself. And maybe even you. I mean, learning how to do this stuff. So thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, you too. Have a good day. So I'm gonna go ahead, guys. I'm going to uh, sleep into the next month, and hopefully, that'll. Yeah, it's coming in hot, you guys. It's really coming in hot. And I'm kind of wondering, you think this will fit in that shed? I think it will. I'm hoping it does, because I don't really want it in the main shed. Kind of go ahead and get this guy turned in. The reason I don't want I actually want this chisel plow out of this shed because I can't drive into it, and the tractor's too tall, so the roof of the tractor hits the top of the cab hits the shed, so I can't get in there all the way. But if I have like an implement like this baler that will fit, then that'll be huge uh, benefit for me. I'm just so glad I was able to. Oh, are you kidding? Dang it. Alright. If it's too tall for that, it's probably too tall for this. Let me drop let me drop this. Alright. Let's turn around. I might be able to fit it into this side slot here. Might. I mean, this is asking a lot. Yeah, it's too tall for this too. Just barely. That's unfortunate. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's park it underneath the carriage house. I like this carriage house a lot. I really do. I think it's cool. Hard to find a house that, like, the shed house. I like that a lot as well. But it's hard to find a place that will um, be tall enough to house a harvester. The shed house is cool, but I feel like for $20,000, you're getting too much. Like you get water, you get a workshop, you get pallets. It almost feels like you're cheating, you know? I mean, I know you're not cheating, obviously, but it just feels like kind of like cheat mode has been enabled, and you are benefiting from uh, so much added to it because, like I said, you've got pallet storage, and I haven't even figured out what the limit on the pallet is. I mean, I usually in my head-to-head and stuff you tonight on live stream, so by all means, join up and watch that. It'll probably be about 7 o'clock Eastern time. Um, not sure if I'll have good bandwidth on it, but you never know. Let's see. We're gonna back into this and roll this over here. I can park it in there until I buy my harvester. I'm looking at what I can purchase in the very near future, and it's not a lot. Um, This little guy is gonna go over here. I think that's a good spot for him. So we'll go ahead, we'll get him here. And oh, are you kidding? I can fit the tractor under this one, but I can't under the other one. That is ridiculous. I mean, whatever. But it's a bit annoying. Alright, get him in there. And yeah, that is looking good. I want to get him. Got a little bit of gravel to purchase. It's the spot here that's bothering me. That was really bothering me. I know it shouldn't, but it was. Looking good. So let's go ahead, pull this guy in. This won't be his permanent parking, but until we get a harvester, I think it's a good spot for him. All right. We have definitely, I'm definitely happy with the progress that I've made in this live stream. Gonna run up here, open it up, open our door. Look at that. That is authentic, 100% authentic peanut butter. Fancy. It's weird though. We have a kitchen here. Our bathroom's over here. Like I said earlier, you guys, you can't eat in everyone's house. All right. There is no um, sink in the bathroom. Weirdest toilet ever. And I have three dressers. I'm gonna have to change my wardrobe, but let's go ahead and sleep until 8 in the morning. I want to see how my snowmobile works, and I'm gonna have to get another field kind of figured out. So we're gonna go ahead, hop in the tractor here, And we'll get our sprayer hooked up. And unfolded. Look at that little tiny thing. I mean, it won't take long, but it is super tiny. Makes me laugh. He was 8 meters. All right, let's get to spraying this thing with fertilizer. Shouldn't take long. And while we're doing that, let's see what is now available in the youth sale. Nothing I need. Nothing at all. Um, yeah, wondering. I can. Oops, I have Farming Sim Socks Way Up going in the background, and really interesting to listen to someone doing their content. Uh, I can't watch it, otherwise I wouldn't focus on this. So I don't have it set up where I can see it, and that's probably for the best. It's like I said, I wouldn't pay any attention. I would just be staring at TV, watching that, and that's not going to be me good. But we are doing pretty good on this. I just want to go ahead, check how I'm doing for fertilize. Just get that lined up. All right, look at that. Um, so I'm hoping that there we go. I can push it up a little bit higher on the volume, and I'm wondering if I can increase the a little bit more manually. I'm trying really hard to tweak the volume settings. Um, so let me go over to here. No, that's not it. Um, yeah, I don't know on that one. I'm just trying to tweak this. All right, hoping that that's good. I can't hear anything myself. I have really crappy headphones. Really gotta upgrade that. That'll be on my list of things to do. Is upgrade the headphones. I know that my jack is a little bit um is a little bit like my headphone. I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. I don't know if that helps out with the um volume or not, but wow. lots and lots of wildlife there. What do you guys think of the next expansion? Going to be coming out for Farming Simulator 25. It's got the wildlife expansion. I thought that was kind of neat, but at the same time, I'm like, well, no wildlife. Um, it doesn't have. I was kind of thinking a little bit light on um, on that expansion for what they're offering. Maybe it's just going to be a really awesome map. I don't know. I haven't been on Kinwig very much, so to me, maps haven't been aren't a big draw when it comes to expansions. I want content that productions that are new and interesting. Um, I would love to see a fruit farm type of thing added. Not, I mean, where you could do orchards or whatever, but I want to see that actually become a thing. I mean, like, I would love to see like a strawberry, uh, little raspberry type of plantation. Um, I mean, those would be huge additions if they could figure out a way of adding those. So we are in the month of we're in the month of September, and we're just going to set that down. We grab our hay line, and the thing I want to figure out is I can grab this, figure that out. All right, and I need to play what I want to call my second field. Um, and I'm just gonna drive out this direction where I think would be a good spot. And we're just gonna go ahead and, oops, I've obviously reached the limit of um, my land. Ooh, that's rough on the tractor right there, you guys. Gotta be careful on that. Uh, but yeah, let's go ahead and I want to get a barley field in because I've decided I want to put chickens in. So I need to get barley in. Um, it doesn't have to be a big, huge barley field. You just need to like get like 10, 12,000 liters of barley just so that I can, have enough to feed chickens for, 12 months um, from that summer. And I am just going to set my, okay, sorry, my um, ability to not elbow the microphone cord is apparently non-existent. I don't know if I'm a ways away from where I need to be. Oh, there we go. Well, if we can, let's just kind of swing it back. So yeah, hopefully my audio is getting better, you guys. I'm trying to tweak the setting, trying to make it so people can hear me. I don't know if it's working, but um, I'm trying my best. So if you guys are watching and you want to leave me a comment, especially about the audio, I would really appreciate it. Let me know how everything is coming through, or if it's not coming through at all. You know, like I said, I'm on the other end of it. I don't know exactly how it's coming through, but I'd definitely like to know. This is only my second live stream, so tweaking those settings is going to be important. Um, definitely going to be important for me. I want to definitely get better. Oh, and I am hugging the land boundaries on this edge like no other. Let's see if I can't push this back over. And there. Let's see if that's probably about as good as I'm gonna get. Uh, so yeah, we're going to continue to get this all cleared out and see how we can do for um, setting up a second field. And I might actually make this one a little bit wider, closer to the barn and house, kind of hug this property line, the back side of the house a little bit tighter. I think that'd be a good thing to do. Um, I don't want to make it any really longer than this, but we'll see. I might, I might push it back closer to that wooded area and then swing it back around. That might be something we can do. Definitely. Might even have to put Bluetooth and something wireless or runs off USB. Because yeah, I need something. This is obviously I don't think working the greatest. Um, maybe even my earbuds. I don't know. I don't have Apple AirPods, but do have a pretty nice set of earbuds that I've had for a couple of years, and I like them a lot. So maybe that's something that I should look into. So one thing I'm looking at is increasing this barley field by kind of hugging out this forest a little bit. So yeah, this is going to become a relatively large field at this point. And I'd like to do sheep and I'd like to do beef cattle. Um, I know that's a pretty weird combination. I just don't want to make uh, TMR. That's really what it comes down to, you guys. It's not that I hate making TMR. It's just more equipment. I don't have to buy more equipment. I'm usually pretty happy. Um, but really, the only reason I'm doing silage is so that I can uh, just so that I can get a income stream. You know, everybody, it's important to make sure you have money coming in on a farm because I have a loan payment. And that's, like I said, that's really the only thing I'm trying to do is make sure I'm covering my loan payment. But I also need to earn money to purchase myself a harvester. And yeah, those things are important. You've gotta really make sure you got your harvester going, things like that. Um, I was looking through the. I have really no idea what I'm looking at when it comes to the live stream stuff. But I am really trying my best to understand stuff and learn more and more as we go along. Things if I can add to it, I will. I just don't know yet. Um, the biggest thing is, I guess, working on my audio. I really need to put some effort into that. This is going to turn into a massive barley field. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm not going to go to this entire limit of this field. I'm going to probably cut it back a little bit from where I'm at now, um, and just have it be a barley field that maybe goes to that wooded area, but doesn't really extend out much beyond this point here of my yard. Um, I will need to get bale storage, so definitely going to have to look into something for bale storage. I think I can. I can get bale storage pretty inexpensively. It just wasn't something I thought I had to do right away, but I'm probably going to have more bales than I want to have stored inside of, my carriage house garage long term. I don't really want to put fermenting uh, bales though in a location that fermentation is heat, and obviously this would be more of a role play thing, but fermented bales use heat, fermenting bales use heat. Uh, so crops like alfalfa and hay want to have good airflow so they don't start to smolder. Many of barn fires started just from fermenting or like uh, really good grass that's too wet, and that moisture creates heat. Eventually, that moisture dries up, and the heat doesn't go away. It starts to smoke and smolder, and then it can start a fire. The farm that I grew up on before my parents owned the farm, they actually lost their farm due to a fire that was created in uh, grass that was too wet. And as it created more and more moisture or heat inside it, started to smolder, caught on fire one night, and it was an old wood brick barn. Nothing they could do to save it. It was gone in a couple hours, and unfortunately, that kind of was what led to the downfall of that farm. I mean, fortunately, you know, no one was hurt. They lost some livestock in the fire, but no human casualties, which was important. They were able to keep that farm going for, I think, 5 or 6 years beyond the fire, but the losses were kind of catastrophic, and it was just near impossible to overcome. this will be the last outside flight thing. So we're actually going to go ahead and jump to doing back and forth. So we got one field going. We're going to have two after this month. And then October will be the end of, like, I'll do one more grass cutting and baling. And we will be setting up our long-term grass field in November on that property that we mark out. It's kind of, you know, the idea behind that is I figured we might as well take what we can off of it and earn something from it. How you doing, Sue? Mhm. Yeah. Cat's at my feet. It's not my cat, it's my wife's cat. My wife is definitely her favorite person, not me. But yeah, we're just we'll do our back and forth here. So, where's everybody from? I know that there's only one person in here watching right now, so yeah, if you want to leave a comment where you're from, I'd kind of like to know if you know we are seeing this from North America or Europe. You know, I'm interested in Australia. Just kind of interested. Like to know. Um, Asia. Uh, I am very much a chatty person, so I have no problem sitting here talking to myself. But I prefer to talk to other people. So yeah, if you guys by chance happen to, sorry, uh, let me know where you're from. That's cool. I like to learn about other people and where they're from, their cultures, and things like that. So don't all just have to sit here and talk about farming simulator. I'm also looking for other games to stream, uh, more along the lines of simulator games, survival games. I love survival games. Uh, so that's something I'm definitely thinking about. But uh, they have like grocery store simulator and things like that. I'm looking for something along the lines of like a pro wrestler sports entertainment simulator. So if you know of one that's out there, especially on like Steam, that'd be cool. I would love to um, play something along those lines. Uh, I played a lot of Steam stuff, world building, open world stuff. It was always fun. Yeah, I've been really wanting to do something like a pro wrestler simulator or some sort of business simulator. But that pro wrestling simulator is a lot of fun, where you know start your career, you have to go through the training, and then you're on like the independent circuit. I think I just do so cool. you gotta work on things like mic skills. Um, I'm not a I'm not a big fan of like WWE or anything like that. Uh, but I'm intrigued by the concept of having a professional wrestling simulator because there's so many of these um, simulators out there on Steam where you have to create your store and all that stuff. That's the boom and all. But how about having to earn an income as a traveling independent on the indie circuit for a wrestler? That would be great. Um, making good life choices. Are you gonna be a wrestler that hits the gym hard and tries to follow a strict diet, or are you gonna look for the easy way out and just kind of um, uh, take a lot of unhealthy supplements that aren't good for you, but to build up that persona and things of that nature. You're gonna go the Hulk Hogan style, or are you gonna go something a little bit more natural? I'm sure the overuse the documented use of um, performance enhancing substances. Uh, it's been quite extensive how much documenting they've done on that, but I think it would just be a lot of fun. Um, so, what kind of games you guys all? Well, I'll say you guys all. I know there's only one of you guys out there, but what kind of games do you generally play? Where you're from? I like to know all that stuff. I'm hoping my audience is in that 25 to 50 age range. That's the age range I'm kind of targeting. I'm trying to keep it clean though, you guys. I do have a foul mouth, but I'm doing my absolute best because I've got kids and I don't want them to sound like idiots that um, only know how to swear properly. Yeah. I mean, I've been blessed with that skill. Doesn't get you far. Gets in a lot of trouble actually. Um, yeah, I'd love to make this clean channel that's appropriate for all ages. But for right now, I don't trust myself not to swear or say something inappropriate. So that's why I do have it not meant for kids. But I'm going to do my absolute best to keep things clean because I don't want my 5-year-old running around dropping F-bombs. I think that would reflect poorly on me as a parent. How's my audio coming for you guys? I might need to get a better headset or something along those lines. Maybe the $5, uh, Five Below headphones isn't the best plan, but oh, great, it's raining. That's what I wanted. I didn't check the forecast at all, so I'm gonna finish this up. Hopefully that won't take long. I don't know. I might wrap it up after I get done mowing, or maybe I'll just windrow it, call it a live stream at that point. I don't have to do everything or the field that I want to create right now. I could easily do it. I don't need to. Let's say, and message one of my friends here on Discord. So live streams for me, I'm enjoying this actually. I didn't know if I would. Um, I thought, live streams would be something that would not interest me much. And I'm not looking to make money off of YouTube or anything like that, you guys. I just want to, um, I want to, provide something out there for people to watch, you know, semi-entertaining. Maybe it gives them ideas on what they want to do on their farm. Doesn't have to, obviously. Um, I'm not a genius or anything. Uh, Crying out loud. I like to have fun. I like to be creative. Um, if I if I could grow my channel, that is something I would love to do. Uh, I would love to make it so that I get 2,500, 3,000, subscribers. That would be cool. Um, I do have videos that I put out. I'd love to see growth there, but it's hard to sit there and record video and edit and things like that uh, all the time. Unfortunately, it's just the nature of having kids is I just don't always have time to make content like I would want to. Um, I'm a stay-at-home parent, so I'm responsible for getting kids to school, getting them home from school, making dinner, keeping the dishes and the laundry washed, um, you know, things like that. I do the groceries for the most part, uh, meal prep, meal plan. So that stuff has to get done. So, you know, creating videos is still keeping my sanity. Um, you know, Playing Farming Simulator is the release of all of my pent up creativity. Having the time to sit there and edit videos and things like that, I just struggle with that. And maybe eventually I'll figure it all out. Like right now, my kids are all at school, so that's why I'm getting a nice long live stream in. But doesn't mean that gonna be the case every time. And look at that, we are done with the uh, done with that. Now what I'm gonna do is have to get the windrow out, get this field raked up. In case anybody's wondering, I have four boys. They range from sophomore in high school down to a kindergartner. Um, and I'm an old parent. I'm going to be 48 months here, and that's just kind of part of it. Being an older parent, Gen X is it's a little crazy to say the least. I was brought up in a different time, obviously, than a lot of other parents with kids my age. So my parenting was a little bit unorthodox, I think, in today's world. In real life, I have chickens, and um, I love it. I've only had them for about a year, but I love having chickens, you guys. It's nothing quite like it. I didn't know if I would enjoy having them, but it's funny. Chickens, they're a lot like dogs. Uh, some of them are so excited to see me. It makes me laugh because I'll go out into the yard and um, I have four chickens in particular that just absolutely come running. Uh, I'm food and treat guy to them, so that's a big deal for them, and they absolutely go nuts when I come outside. And I always look forward to it. They're like they're like a puppy. They're so happy to see you. Let's get this guy. And we'll go ahead and get going on that. All right. Now, don't anticipate having too many bales off this, but I'm hoping for more than the last. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to make them the same size. 25 or 125 centimeters is a good size um, for it, but it's also, 4,500 meters. If I could make them, you know, 150 centimeters, I think that's like 5,500 and 175. Oh, I'm sorry, forget how they go up. I think it's the 175 would be the next spot that they go up to, and that would be, um, you know, I mean, that's still a good sized bale. Can't move any of them by hand, but like I said, this is all experimentation right now, and I will need to get a shed for bale storage. So I don't want to leave them underneath my house. This seems like a really bad decision to make. Kind of thinking at the end of this barn would be a good spot. And usually I would just do exactly what I'm doing. Keep on circling the wagon. I am set up on carb, so I'm not going to make a fortune off of my grass or my silage. Maybe like $115 per thousand liters. So yeah, I'm not gonna get rich. Um, I'm hoping to make like 25, $30,000. That'd be a good thing, and then continue to make enough money to actually buy my harvester. That's gonna be a problem if I can't get a harvester. I am hopeful that one will pop up in used sales, especially one that I am targeting, targeting two in particular. If I could get them, either one of them, that would be great. realize how tired I feel. I almost say that because my wife doesn't feel well. And she's at work right now in Rotterdam. And so I just to get a spot of trouble with how turn my tires really feel well. Alright. We're just gonna do up downs now and maybe. I might still keep going on a circle, I don't know. Drives people crazy. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. I think I'm gonna speed up time a little bit here. Go up to 5 speed. Looks like I'm gonna be sitting with this storm going for a while. Well, none of my silage is gonna be ready until probably at least November. So I'm not gonna stress too loudly about money yet. Um, I haven't really paid any attention to how much money I'm spending on interest on a $500,000 loan, but because it's through the base game loan system, it's not bad. Probably only like 2 grand a month. Yeah, I want to get enough money saved up for a harvester. I have some options. Kind of thinking of a Massey. I mean, it's not quite the red equipment I was looking to go with, but Massey, there's nothing wrong with it. Um, I don't want the Western Combine. I do not like the Western Combine at all. I understand it's the base game, and that's probably why I don't like it. Um, because until a lot of mods came out, you're basically forced to use it. And I like choices. But we are just kind of almost done here with this portion of getting this all ready to be baled. Actually, probably what I'll wind up doing is make one more swipe down the field and just make this in a little bit thicker of a windrow. Yeah, we'll get this done up, make it all nice and pretty. Making things pretty is important. Alright, there we go. That is done. And swing this that way. There we go. Now we're cooking with oil. Alright, just up there. Excellent, excellent. And I don't need the loading on here right now, so I am gonna try just gonna drive it back. Just like that. Excellent. And we're just gonna run into that. That's how we do. Alright. We'll just park here. Open up our destruction. Go into silos. I'm looking for some bale storage. Rustic bale storage. I mean, that is rustic, alright. Hmm. Really what I wanted. A little bit bigger, actually, than I wanted. With that one. Can't afford that one anyway. Got the sheds. Hopefully. I'd find something that needs some storage. Might have to look into some mods. I mean, this one would work. Just place a put my bales and put up this, something like this. I mean, that barn just looks way over what I really need. This thing, no. There's not a prayer that I'd go with that. Alright. What I think I'm gonna do though, quit on head. And I'm gonna wrap this live stream up for now, guys. I appreciate you guys coming along with me. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good one.